Hey everyone, and welcome to the latest Best Health Vibes podcast. Today we're going to be exploring food and memory. Specifically, why certain foods can instantly totally catapult us back in time.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
It is. You mentioned being intrigued by this connection between food and memory. So we've got two great articles to guide us. Awesome.
Yeah. One's from RNZ by doctor and food writer Albie Hales. It's called A Taste for Nostalgia, Why Our Food Memories Are So Powerful.
Okay, and then the other is from Best Health Style, and it explores the link between taste and nostalgia. So,
Looking forward to this.
yeah, I think we're going to uncover some pretty interesting stuff, like why smell seems to be the strongest memory trigger and how this knowledge can even be used therapeutically.
Right. Wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah. So both articles go into this idea of involuntary memory, where a sensory experience like taste or smell can suddenly unlock a super vivid memory without us even trying.
Yeah, like our brains have these secret pathways that only certain foods have the code to.
Exactly.
And that's what's so captivating about the Proust phenomenon.
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
It's named after Marcel Proust, whose novel famously describes a character being swept back to his childhood by the taste of lime blossom tea and Malines cake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's like the taste unlocked this hidden door in his mind.
It's incredible how a single sensory experience can be that powerful.
It really is, instead of just remembering we're suddenly reliving the moment.
Yeah.
But why does this happen?
Well, it's all about the Leike system,
Okay.
which is kind of like the emotional hub of our brains. It processes our senses, especially smell and taste.
Oh,
And you're instantly taken back to your childhood kitchen.
yes.
That's the Leike system working its magic.
That makes total sense. But Hales mentioned a 2020 study that found smell and taste often trigger memories we don't access very often.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's probably why these food memories can feel so emotionally charged, right?
Yeah, like we're unearthing something precious that we'd almost forgotten.
Exactly. And this brings us to another interesting point.
Okay.
Both sources highlight smell as being particularly potent when it comes to triggering these vivid memories.
For sure.
There's a reason why certain smells can instantly catapult us back to a specific place in time.
Yeah. Hales even uses the term nostalgia black hole, where one smell can lead to a cascade of other sensory memories. It's like falling down a rabbit hole of the senses.
But why is smell so powerful compared to our other senses?
So it seems the olfactory system, which handles our sense of smell, has a more direct connection to the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory formation, and the amygdala, which processes emotions. It's like a superhighway straight to our emotional memory bank. So, if I smell my grandpa's cologne and I'm suddenly hit with a wave of emotion and a memory of his workshop, that's because of this direct link between my nose and the emotional centers of my brain.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. And while we might not have control over which sense or tastes trigger these involuntary memories, what's interesting is that we can choose how we engage with those memories once they surface.
Oh, that's a really empowering thought.
It is. So instead of just getting swept away by nostalgia, we can actually use these food-triggered memories to learn more about ourselves.
For sure, it's about acknowledging the past, understanding how it shapes us, and even using those insights to inform our present choices and experiences.
I see. Hales even suggests using food to reconnect with forgotten parts of ourselves, perhaps even our inner child.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be all serious introspection. Oh, I love that idea. It's like food can be a tool for self-discovery, helping us uncover those hidden layers of who we are.
Right. We can also use food to simply boost our mood like Hales suggests. Think about how good you feel after a bite of your favorite childhood dessert.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a simple but effective way to tap into the positive emotions associated with certain foods. Our relationship with food is so much more than just fuel.
It's intertwined with pleasure, comfort, and connection.
Yeah, I think we all experience that.
We do.
It's fascinating how food can be both intensely personal, but also universally relatable.
It really is. We all have those comfort foods that just make us feel better.
Oh yeah. But the Best Health Style article pointed out how different cultures have these really unique relationships with food.
Absolutely. Like weaving it into their history and traditions.
Exactly. Think about how food plays a central role in so many cultural celebrations and rituals.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more than just sustenance. It's a way of connecting with your heritage, passing down traditions, even reinforcing a sense of belonging.
It's like those big family gatherings that are centered around food. Everyone has their favorite dish, and the recipes have been passed down for generations.
Yes, it just creates this sense of continuity and shared history, right? And these shared experiences become woven into our memories, influencing how we see ourselves and our place in the world. It's amazing how something as simple as a taste or smell can evoke such strong feelings of connection to our culture.
Absolutely.
Speaking of exploring the past, I'm really intrigued by the potential for using food and memory in therapeutic settings. Hale's article mentioned using personalized scents to help dementia patients recall memories.
Yes, it's fascinating to think that something as simple as a familiar smell could potentially unlock lost memories and improve someone's quality of life. Could we design scentscapes tailored to evoke positive memories for dementia patients? Is this a new frontier in dementia care?
It's definitely a promising area of research, and it highlights how much we still have to learn about the brain. We tend to focus on what we see and hear, but our senses of smell and taste are incredibly powerful when it comes to shaping our experiences and memories.
And Hales also mentioned the potential for using taste and smell in the treatment of PTSD, right?
It makes sense. PTSD often involves avoiding things associated with a traumatic event, and that can include certain smells or tastes.
Exactly. Some therapists are exploring the use of controlled exposure to these sensory triggers to help patients process and potentially desensitize themselves to those traumatic memories.
It sounds like a delicate process, but if it helps people manage those triggers and reduce their distress, the potential benefits could be enormous.
Absolutely. And it speaks to the importance of continued research in this area. There's so much we're still uncovering about how our brains process sensory information and how we can use that knowledge to help people heal. Now, shifting gears a bit, I wanted to touch on the Best Health Style article's discussion of the science behind comfort food. It mentioned that comfort foods often trigger brain responses similar to those activated by nurturing experiences.
Yes, it's like they evoke a feeling of being cared for and loved.
Yeah. Think about that warm feeling you get when someone makes you your favorite meal when you're not feeling well.
Oh yeah, it goes beyond the food itself. It's about the care and emotional connection behind it.
That resonates with me. Those positive associations become ingrained in our memories, linking those foods to feelings of comfort and security. It's like a built-in self-soothing mechanism.
When we're stressed or down, those foods that evoke positive memories and emotions can help regulate our mood and restore a sense of balance.
And the article pointed out that it's not just psychological. Many comfort foods are high in carbs or fat, which boosts serotonin, our feel-good neurotransmitter.
Exactly. It's a combination of emotional and physiological comfort. No wonder we crave those specific foods when we're feeling out of sorts.
I'm realizing there's so much more to food than just calories and nutrients. It's this powerful force that shapes our memories, emotions, and even our sense of self.
It certainly is. And as we explore this connection further, we'll keep discovering more about the profound impact food has on our lives. We've only just begun to scratch the surface.
It's amazing to think that something as simple as food can hold so much power over our memories and emotions, and even our sense of who we are. We've talked about the science behind those involuntary memory triggers, the cultural significance of food. Yeah, it really is.
And even its potential for therapeutic use, right? It seems like food touches every aspect of our lives.
It does.
And both articles emphasize something I wanted to explore a bit further. That's the importance of storytelling when it comes to food and memory.
Yes, sharing those personal narratives and connecting with others through food can be incredibly powerful.
Yeah. The Best Health Style article even suggested that dining can be a form of storytelling, where each dish has a story to tell. Gathering around a table becomes like weaving those stories together into this tapestry of shared experiences.
And those shared stories can help us understand each other on a deeper level, fostering empathy and connection. It's not just about who makes the best lasagna, right?
Exactly. It's about using those shared experiences to explore different perspectives and life stories.
Food can be a bridge between people, helping us find common ground and build relationships.
So, as we wrap up our discussion into food and memory, I want to leave you with a little challenge. Think about a food memory that's particularly meaningful to you. It could be a dish your family always made, a meal you shared with someone, or even just a snack that brings back a rush of nostalgia.
Oh, yeah.
And once you have that memory in mind, really explore it. What emotions does it evoke? What sensory details stand out? And what does it reveal about you and your journey? And don't keep those memories to yourself. Share them with someone.
Yes, talk about them, laugh about them. Maybe even try recreating those dishes together.
Exactly. By sharing those stories, you're not only honoring your own past, but creating new memories and strengthening those bonds that connect us.
I love that.
So keep exploring this fascinating world of food and memory. You might be surprised by what you discover about yourself and those around you.
You really might. Thanks for joining us on this enlightening discussion. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.